Okay, so that's that, and that is that. Andric says, as he looks over at Belagor, start chanting the ritual. We're gonna try to fight them off. Everybody, keep Belagor alive! As he casts Crusader's Mantle. Belagor, every time you strike with a weapon, you get a d4 of radiant damage added to it.
Nice.
Along with all of the other paladins. It is now your turn, Belagor. And he moves over to here.
Belagor runs to the altar. Would it be an action to start crushing the bones in the mortar and pestle?
It would be an action to begin the ritual, yes.
Okay. Well then, for my action, I'm going to begin the ritual.
Okay. Now for all the things that were here. Are here, rather.
I didn't say I was done.
No, I'm adding them to the initiative. Go.
Oh, okay. Actually, you know what? I forgot that's an action, so yeah, I am done.
Okay, no bonus actions?
None that I can use right now, unless I want to waste them.
Okay, and that's everything, right? Okay.
So,
All right. So, vampire spawn. This one is going to try to attack Arthadane. Misses. Next turn. Strahd zombie. Moves over to here. That hits.
ooh.
Runs over to Andric. Misses. 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 Nicholas. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. And he kills one. Woo! There he goes. Ha! I killed one! I killed one! Fucking pay attention, you idiot! You hear Arthadane as his turn comes up. And he's gonna swing his longsword at the vampire. Misses. Swings again. Misses again. And he just holds his shield and braces. This one's coming over to Andric. I hope whatever you're doing, Belagor, it works fucking fast! Misses. It's getting very, very hectic. Attack on Nicholas. Andric's turn. Swings with his warhammer twice. 2d4s. Okay. Belagor, it is your turn.
I'm going to pause the ritual.
Well, I will say this much though. If you've already started it, it is technically goes on the rules of concentration. As long as you're concentrating on it, you can do actions and bonus actions.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, while I'm concentrating on it, I'm going to use my action to channel divinity.
All right, what are you gonna do?
Ain't you turn dead? Sorry.
Well, not there. Not your.
Yeah, my bad.
So, go for it.
So every hostile creature within 30 feet of me has to make a Constitution saving throw, and on a failed saving throw, they take half as much damage. But if they take full damage, which is radiant equal to 2d10 plus my cleric level, which is 6.
So go ahead and roll that die. And I believe it's your casting modifier, right? Which is DC 14, right?
I believe so.
And actually, I thought I gave you one. Yeah, so you see where it says Action Radiance of the Dawn right below your warding flare on the active abilities? Click that one. I think I have it set up.
That's the one I clicked.
No, it's not. You click the Channel Divinity one. Not the other one.
Channel Divinity Radiance of the Dawn right below Warding Flare, right?
Look at active abilities.
Oh, active.
All right, fuck. And that's
Also-
all of them.
Yeah. Also, does that count as sunlight?
No, it's radiant.
Well, it says to harness sunlight.
It does not outright say specifically that it's sunlight, though. It channels sunlight. It's not actual sunlight.
You're handling it to harness sunlight. It says.
Harness. Okay, it's wording of it, right? You're not producing actual sunlight.
Okay.
All right. Any of them that get hit with this also and fail take double. So, let me check. That's one. That's a dead zombie. That's another dead zombie. That's another dead zombie. That's another dead zombie. That's another dead zombie.
Oh my god.
Job, Belagor.
One living zombie. Wait, let me make sure that that's the case. It takes the full damage still because it's doubled. One that also takes. Full 15, 7, 8. All right, so that is that's another dead one. That's another dead one.
Crazy.
Jesus, yes. Sorry.
And the rest take the damage though, but they don't die.
Oh my god.
Ooh, vampire spawn. Did you fail? Oh, you also failed, but still alive. All right. So in one instance, as this giant ray of radiance beams from you, Belagor, you basically disintegrate a bunch of the different zombies that are around them. And you just hear Andric say, "Fucking about time you do something useful." Well done, Belagor.
Thank you. And I think that's my turn.
Let me just remove all the dead ones, which is now a lot less. Vampire spawn. It's gonna move in to attack Nicholas. One hits. And after this round, we're gonna be switching from that to something else, okay? Okay. Arthur Dane is gonna take a bite. Or a claw, I mean, sorry. I'm sorry if this is taking a sec, everybody.
Oh no, it's fine.
Claw. Oh wow, these guys kind of suck. Miss. Claw. And miss. That's the end of that round. All right, we're now going to pause the combat music and go to a very, very different scene.
Oh god.
Anya and Gwen, you just got asked by Lady Walker that she wants you to help her kill Izix Strazani.
I'm sorry. You want to kill the captain of the guard?
The one with the demon arm.
Yes, the
Yeah.
one-
Yes, that one.
same arm material as your pets.
And she says, Majesto is different, you see. And Majesto kind of crawls off of her arm and kind of flaps it. And you notice that it actually has scales of sorts on it.
So what kind of creature is that?
One of my own make, actually. I was trying to essentially see if I could splice the sort of genetic components of a drake. It didn't turn out as I wanted, though. So now Majesto is just a pet.
Oh, you've
And you-
named Majesto.
And then you hear it go.
Oh,
I think it's a hairball.
is it okay?
Oh yes, that means it's happy.
Oh.
Oh, can I pet him?
Oh, I think that's a
Yes.
no, Gwen. Oh.
She pets him.
Well, do you have like a proposition of how you think we can kill Isaac, if that's what you want? Like, you must have some kind of plan, right?
Yes, and indeed I do. I just needed to cut to the chase and make sure you understand what it is I'm asking of you before I divulge further.
Be honest. Nope, actually continue, sorry.
No, please do. She says, she lifts up the teacup and sips.
If there's a recup. I don't think we're quite fond of the Baron either, so, and Isaac is, I think, Anya and I can agree, and knows this greatly.
She nods. And the issue is that the Baron does indeed have the power to be able to take anybody he wants out of the city, especially with Isaac. The people who are willing to be able to rise up and face the god, they're scared of Isaac, though. Take out Isaac and you take away a lot of the Baron's, well, I guess power is the word for it, but also any of the tactics of which he uses to intimidate the people. Isaac is his sort of,
He's hound, in a way.
yes, guard dog, if you will. Though he has some of those too.
So, how do you propose we take down... What is your plan to take down Isaac? Do we factor into it?
Well, first I need to know, and as it stands, you two will be the ones that are making the decision for your group, since not everyone is here, because I only want the answer now. Is this something that you are willing to do? Because if not, fair enough, we can go our separate ways, and you never have to speak with me anymore again.
Before
But if
we
you're on
give
board.
you an answer, can you please maybe tell us a bit more about Isaac? You see, we are new to Barovia, and we've only visited Villaki for a very short time now. So we have not gotten a full read on Isaac or some of the other citizens. If you have information about this person that would help us, that would greatly affect our decision here. Because we are not looking to go on a suicide mission, you understand.
And I wouldn't want you to. You're assets. That's what I see you as. You can't very well be assets if I send you on a mission that you're doomed to die in the process of. But if it is information that you wish before you make a decision, very well. Isaac Strahd, his family house, you see, burnt down. He was the only one there, and it was assumed that the way his arm looked was because of the flames itself. Over time, though, and as it grew, it became more demonic in its form. From that arm, he is also able to produce, I don't know if spells are the correct terminology to use, but he's able to use flame from it. I've seen him hurl balls of flame before, utilizing said arm. So that is something you would need to watch out for. Also, one of the main reasons why he is so formidable. That, and he is also very good with an axe. He is, at least based off of everybody's recollection, the best fighter in this town.
Gwendolyn looks at Anya. She kind of leans in. Sounds like a challenge.
Gwendolyn, do not spark
sorry.
that sense of battle It's not the time, and I can hardly control my urges.
Alright, bad time. May I ask, if we do, let's say we agree, and we succeed in our plan, what would be our reward?
You would have a well. I guess this is more applying because, based off of your MO, at least based off the sounding, you're heroes. You wish to help people, yes?
I mean... Quylon just gives us this awkward shrug, like, yes?
You seem to have accidentally fallen into the category, yes.
You see, once Izek is gone, the people can rise up. I am the only other prominent role within it that could fill his spot. I would be able to create something that is much more sustainable in Vallaki, which also means that the resources of the city are practically at your disposal.
Alright, so we help you rise to power, and in exchange we can call on you or aid from Vallaki for any future endeavors we may get ourselves into, is what you're saying?
It is exactly what I am saying.
Anya would look to Gwen.
It's a good deal.
Do you wish to have a moment for a group huddle, as it were?
Would we actually? Yes, that would be nice.
Yeah, I think that yes, thank you.
Yeah. Scoot.
Do you scoot to like just the other end of the long table and just like and then like one of you pokes your head up and the other one
Probably.
Probably.
Gwen,
Honestly? Yeah.
what do you think?
Honestly, I think it's a good idea, a good plan.
Yes.
Could listen. I can send a message to. I think if it were up to me, I'd say agree to it. The one issue I think is just, will Lady Fiona be a good? If she can make it sustainable, well, as long as she keeps true to her word, then maybe that is what Vallaki needs. Because what Vallaki needs is sustainability, not festivals.
Understood. But we also need to figure out how she feels about this land's current ruler. If she is one of Strahd's underlings, then we can be handing all these innocent people to him on a silver platter to slaughter how he likes. She already dabbles with demon blood and somehow genome DNA splicing. I don't even know what that is. It's way above my head.
Apparently, that's a Drake or splice thing.
I mean, look at it though. It looks...
Oh,
Exactly.
Quite tame. You should see its tail wag when I would pet it.
Gwendolyn, that doesn't mean anything. Cats swish their tail when they're pissed off, when they're happy. You can't judge anything by a tail wag.
Well,
I think we should ask.
we should ask, hey, what do you think of Strahd?
Yes, of course. We need to gather the information to make sure, if we agree to this, that she is the best person possible to be in this position. We don't know much about the Baron other than this guy has some sick, twisted, hobby of making festivals. I don't know, maybe he was, really neglected as a child and just wants to be surrounded by happy people. But, it doesn't necessarily mean he's a bad guy. Maybe he's just not equipped for the job.
When did I find out? Because to be honest, if he's not equipped for the job, he's definitely not equipped for the job. He is starving these people.
Right. But
Okay.
we have to choose between starving the people and sucking them dry of blood. We don't know if they are both on the hold on a second. She pops her head up. Excuse me, Miss Wachter. I have question.
Miss Wachter?
Lady Wachter?
Back?
Yes, sorry about that. I was just tending to my man.
Son of a bitch, why is my mic muted? I actually had her say, if you wouldn't mind, could you please say Walker? And then you corrected, so I thought you were hearing me. So,
Oh, well, Anya has an accent, so.
That's not.
yes, but yes, what is it?
We wish to ask one more question, if you don't mind.
Feel free.
You currently live in Velaki, that is located in Barovia, which is overseen by a man named Strahd.
Yes, everybody knows of Strahd von Zarovich. What of him?
I want to know, we want to know, and she gestures to like her and Gwen. What do you think about Strahd?
Depends on what aspect you are asking. Are you asking a philosophical question? Or are you meaning about his current state of affairs of the land itself?
The latter.
Yes.
Well, in my opinion, the land itself is quite awful.
And Strahd himself?
A force of nature that none of us can change. All we can do is change the individual portions. I'm not looking to change all of Barovia here, just Velaki.
I mean, she goes back to the huddle.
Anya
Everyone's-
pokes her head down too.
Yeah. Everyone's been saying, you've heard it again and again, he is the ancient, he is the land. I think people do not see Strahd as a person, more so as almost like a god, or sort of like a force of nature, such as the wind, or the weather, or the land itself. He is nature in a way, in a twisted, dark way.
I
So
feel
to be
like
honest-
people are interpreting that very literally.
Well, Anya, we cannot pretend that Strahd is mere man anymore.
No, he's more than man. He's blood-sucking crazy man.
He is ancient. You do well to be wary of ancient things.
He's
Anya.
an antique. I get it. Alright, so it does not sound like he's on the side of Strahd. So perhaps...
I say maybe we could take the deal.
Well, I'm inclined to agree, but just to play devil's advocate, let's go one by one through our comrades and think what they might say in this situation. Okay, I'll go first. I'm Vesper. This is what I would say as Vesper. Okay, now you be Beligor.
Okay. I was gonna say it's right there.
Did you say fuck you?
Let's see. Well,
We're gonna get demonetized.
no, but if I do know, I don't know about Belgor, but if I was Lysander, oh yes! Strahd is one handsome rapscallion.
Let's be honest, Gwen.
Sorry.
Lysandra wouldn't even be at
you
this
too.
table. He would be taking her sons into a different room and having a very different conversation or use of his mouth.
To be honest,
Wait, Lady
Never
Walker, at this
heal
point,
them. Never heal
Lady-
them.
Lady Walker would call out and says, I have ill amounts of time to spare. Please cut the shenanigans short. I need to know your answer.
I do think that they would all. Vesper would take it from a practical standpoint. Lysander and Bellicle from a moral standpoint, since the alternative is rather grim face of the town, and I think they want to save as many people as possible.
Yes, I think you're right. At the end of the day, everybody would probably agree this is the best course of action. So, all right, we have our decision.
You shall take your deal, Lady Walker. May I send a quick message to my allies? If you do not mind.
Sure, of course. However, I recommend you abscond from my location quickly. I don't need, I don't want people to know that we're in talks, if that makes sense. The Baron does have a lot of people who are against him. However, he has eyes of people who are just as mad-driven as him.
So we should depart and then come back another time?
Yes. I will reach out to you.
May
Okay,
I ask
thank
you one more question before we leave?
Yes.
If we are going to isolate Isaac, we are going to need intel or assistance to get him alone. Is this something that you can arrange since you
Easily.
seem... Okay, great. So, we will contact our comrades and we will await your next message.
Yes, indeed. I shall excitedly await for when we can relieve this town of the Baron.
Yes. It hopefully will be a good situation. All will be actually well when that happens.
I was about to say, if you say that same goddamn phrase again, I was about to lose it.
No.
Now, if you'll give me a second, and you see Gwendolyn take a breath, and she's going to use the telepathic message feature. And she's going to say, and your Vesper is just going to hear in his head, a bargain has been struck. Lady Walker seeks the death of Isaac Strathani for the good of Valaki.
Fucking
Well, Gwen is sending this message. You just hear Anya trying to fill the dead air, "Oh well, thank you for your hospitalities. The Grey Earl Lady Sir Manti was great."
He was good.
So, as you're saying this, though, and that's when Nikolai Wachter will open the door very quickly as you come in. What is it, boy? We might have a problem. And we're going to be cutting over to Vesper and Lysander, and I'm going to be moving everybody to a map.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
Everybody is coming along. I know this is a very jarring, switching all the different locations and such.
Well, we're in a great many locations, so
Oh my God.
valid.
You too,
Lucky
sir.
Town Square. Ooh. It's still loading, mind you.
No worries, no worries. Let me know when you're there. I'm still also snagging a couple of things here and there as
I'm
well.
I'm in.
Yeah, let me know when you're all squared away and good to go. And actually, because of what's been saying and stuff like that, this guy would be here. This guy would be here. And Isaac was on his way when it was coming. So, before I don't want you to just start moving your tokens. What is the initial... I already know what you're thinking. So, what is the initial response of him having done that and said that? Vesper and Lysander.
Vesper grabs Lysander's shoulder, looks straight at the ground, and yells, "Now!"
Oh, now is it? Oh, right. All praise the Morning Lord. And Lysander casts Hypnotic Pattern within 30 feet. So targeting the dogs, the Baron, Isaac, and whoever else is within that kind of 30 feet.
30 feet of you?
Well, I can choose where.
No, right, but I'm asking, is it a 30-foot radius? Is it a 30-foot...
It's a cube.
30-foot cube. Okay, got it.
And it's on a creature. I mean, it's on, I think, a point of my choosing. So I wanted to encapsulate the dogs, the Baron, Isaac, and whoever else.
Let me go ahead and draw you a 30-foot...
And also, the Lydia Petrovna lady and the Baron's guard.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure... That's roughly about how big a 30-foot cube is, okay? So if you're trying to get all that's how it's going to be looking if you're wanting to get the dogs, the Izek, the lady, the Baron himself, and a couple of the guards. You're not going to be able to get all the guards, but all these in the immediate in front of you.
That's okay because I'm making it look like a blazing sun, as if it's like part of some spectacle or display.
Nice.
Okay. Go ahead and cast the spell. It's a blazing sun. What does this spell do upon a successful save?
Upon a successful save, they must make a wisdom saving throw. On a fail save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Perfect. All right, go ahead and cast it.
Okay. Consume spell slot. Yes.
I hope this works.
All right. All of them are gonna make saves. Everybody that's within that. Okay. So let's see who saves. So, Lydia herself fails. Actually, no. I'll use the sleepy time one for now.
She likes shiny things.
This Baron guard succeeds. The Baron himself fails. Mastiff 1 fails. Mastiff 2 succeeds.
Fuck.
Baron's guard fails. Velaki peasant fails. Izek fails.
Hell yeah.
So the only people it's going to be one guard because the one guard to the front did see pretty much how that looked and the effect of it. However, everybody outside of that is not not privy really to what just happened. So it's only going to be you 4 being added. So the Mastiff and the guard. Okay, so the 4 of you, the 2 of you roll initiative, and then the Mastiff and the guard are going to roll. So,
are they going to try to attack us? They weren't fooled by the little gambit of it being a spectacle?
Because they were looking directly at what happened and they heard the Baron do it. Because he literally, it's only why it's those 2. It's why all the other 10 or 12 guards are not.
Okay.
All right, Vesper, you're first in initiative.
The first thing Vesper's going to do is pull a bag of 1,000 ball bearings out of his pocket and spill them across the ground in front of them.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh my god, nice.
And then he's just going to subtly walk away while staying close enough to Lysander. And that's my turn.
Oh, the bloodstains are working. Awesome. It's because you're wounded. Awesome. I gotta still figure that out. Lysander, you're up.
All right. I'm going to, before I move. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna, I guess, dash as an action. I can do that.
Okay, so you're not trying to look subtle.
Oh wait, no, that's gonna alert other people. Okay, yes, that's why Vesper moved like that. Got it. No.
And these 2 guards that are right here are kind of like looking around a little bit, like what is that? And is it for one turn or several?
It's a concentration. So as long as I'm not doing anything else, I'm just gonna move. And it's within 120 feet. So as long as I'm within that range, I can maintain it. But I'm just gonna move.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself to Vesper.
Okay. Actually, I want to cast momentary stasis on like one of the guards, at least the one that saw us. Vesper, what do you think? Or is that going to look too suspicious and will that trigger everyone else?
I'll say this much. These 2 guards have complete view of you. They're going to see it if you cast something else on it. You were able to kind of disguise it, which is why those 2 didn't really pick up on it, right?
Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and move 30 feet over to Vesper.
So here's the other thing, though. This was the Mastiff that did not get affected by it, and it was barking, and you walked away from it.
Mm-hmm.
So a bite will be coming at you.
Okay.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Okay, you'll need to so strength save, because let me see. Oh god. If you fail the strength save, you are knocked prone.
Holy shit.
You have to engage.
Okay.
If you have inspiration, now is the time to use it.
I do have inspiration.
Well, actually, before you do, you'll also have to do a concentration save.
Oh fuck. Okay.
So what? So either the strength save or the concentration.
I want to use my inspiration on the concentration save.
Okay, so do the strength save first. If you fail, you are knocked prone, and you would have to be here, and then you would only have been able to move 15 feet because
So
it's
is
half
that-
movement.
Is that control click?
No, it's just normal. Just click normal with the strength
Okay.
save.
Oh yes.
So
Strength saving throw.
Correct, for a strength saving throw. You pass, and you're able to move fine. You take that. Now add advantage, con save, 10 or higher.
Con save 10 or
Shift
higher.
click.
Advantage. Ooh, shift click. Boom.
Advantage.
Yep. Make sure you press the plus on it
That
in
gave
the
me a
chat.
heart attack.
Yeah, press the plus on it in chat, and that will roll an advantage.
Oh, on con.
In chat.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Engaged.
you're not there, Gwen.
Sorry.
So, you do get away. However, after this turn, all of them will be getting into initiative. And since that was your plan, was to step away as that was happening and such, now it is the turn of the dog and the Baron's Guard. Well, first Baron's Guard, then dog.
Well, it's still my turn. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was an op attack. But it's still my turn on an op attack. Like I have bonus actions and stuff, right?
Yes, you still have an action, actually. Well, yeah, you still have an action and bonus action having happened. So this entire round is still going to go through without them coming into combat. But as soon as this round's over, they coming in, boy.
Oh, okay.
Now
so
you're
I can still do
fugitives.
something.
It's okay. We
All right,
got this.
Vesper. What's it going to be? Should we just run? Save
I'm
him
going to lead you across town. So
All
your
right, let's
speed will
go.
become 60, and we're getting the hell out of here.
Let's get the hell out of here. I mean, let's get the hell out of here.
And you can dash now since you don't have to concentrate. So yeah, we're good.
Okay, so the plan is just to bolt.
Yes.
Okay, so Lysander, move yourself to this
And,
edge over here. If you're going to be dashing ahead, is that correct?
Yep.
So you're using action to dash. Vesper, what are you saying?
And I threw all the ball bearings over there, so
Yep,
hopefully that helps
there.
a little.
They do have to do dex saves. A lot of the ones that are there, not these two guards, however.
Yeah.
So, you dash. Do you have a bonus action you want to use, or is that it? Lysander.
Lysander, you're muted.
Damn it. Sorry. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, and your turn?
Oh wait, do I still have an action?
No,
I thought I used my dash action. Just bonus, right?
Use. No, it's an action to dash. I'm asking if you had any bonus actions.
And
if not-
yes.
Then okay, what would you like to do as a bonus action?
I would like to do momentary stasis. Oh, that's an action. Never mind. There's just my little telekinetic push thing, and that's not going to come in handy right now. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay, that's your turn. Baron's Guard. This one has to do a dexterity.
Actually, you know
save.
what? Sorry. Can I just try one thing? Sorry.
Nope,
Just
you
one
already
thing.
said it. Sorry.
Oh, damn it. Okay, fine.
He fails and he is knocked prone as he tries to walk forward. Now Mastiff's turn. He succeeds and he's running straight for you. And he's gonna go straight for you, Vesper.
Oh,
Sorry.
shit.
Guys, we
Strength
have a new
save?
follower.
Hey, thank you, follower.
Yay!
Woo, welcome to
Sorry,
the
we're
flock.
panicking.
Woohoo! Welcome to the dysfunction.
You are knocked prone, Vesper.
That's okay.
Oh, no.
It's okay. If anyone can use half the movement to stand up.
Alright.
Yes.
So that turn goes by, we're going to go through. Before it comes to yours, I'm going to be adding some people to the initiative. And the Baron yells, "Get them!"
Oh God,
And
it's a lot of guards.
Guard. Nice. All right.
all right. Mastiff.
Oh, thank God,
The
you
other
guys go
one.
right after each other.
And you are prone, so
Oh, no,
advantage.
Vesper.
But miss
Fuck you, dog.
Vesper, it's your turn.
All right, he's going to stand up. And he's going to look very sadly at the two pups.
Bark, bark, bark.
Give me 1 second. My bar is messed up for some reason.
Bark, question mark? Which one?
The one on the
Why are
left,
you not
Dead.
running?
and then the one on the right,
Dead.
and then Vesper's hauling ass.
Beautiful.
Fucking fucking dog clubbing.
I just want to say, I
So-
think it's great that Anya and Gwen decided to kill Izek, since it looks like we don't have any choice in the matter anyway.
To be fair, I was actually hoping to miss them so I could still run away without the opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
So they're both they're both dead, unfortunately. Half your movement in order to get up from prone.
Yep.
Okay,
Half
so
of 45 is
round it down.
Yeah.
So that's what 20, right?
Yeah.
So you got 20 feet. So I'm assuming you're moving to here. Yep.
Yep, and then I'm going to stand in front of Lysander and try to lead him away, which technically that would make my speed double.
Sweet.
Okay, so go ahead and move over to next to him.
Give me 1 second, because for some reason when I attacked the dogs, my screen scrolled all the way down to the edge of the map.
Yeah. Don't move out of the map, by the way. Just for a very specific reason, okay?
I'm trying
But
to get
know
there.
that you'll be going.
All right. I may need to restart because it's not showing me. the
Okay,
map
no
at all.
worries. Can we take a 5-minute break? I need to bring in some cans.
Let's do it.
So go ahead and do reloading, get drinks, everybody. Also, thank
Yeah,
you for
I need
the
to
new
have a
follower
smoke.
that we got. Yeah, no worries.
There we go.
Yeah.
So it seems like all our plans are going
welcome.
interestingly.
Oh my gosh.
So, all right, I'll be right back.
I need to smoke. This is way too stressful.
I know.
kill the doggies.
I already finished my glass of wine. I need a bottle.
Vesper.
To be honest,
Vesper,
I
do
was.
you want me to fireball these fuckers? Because I will.
I should say escape.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah,
run.
you
Yeah, that
fireball would
make
be
it
a bad
worse.
idea. You kill some,
Well,
you
there's
kill
peasants. I
innocent
don't wanna
by.
kill
Yeah, I was
Yeah, I don't
about
wanna
to
kill
say you
peasants.
kill innocent bystanders, and it's over for us.
Yeah.
If I was evil, I would have done it, but I'm not.
Anymore.
Well, I'm evil, but Lysander is not.
Oh, we
You used
But
all
yeah.
your kernel shifts inside the church, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
When I saw that failed
I've got
con.
a lot of momentary stasis.
Yeah.
Like my class ability that just lets me, as an action, freeze someone up to at least 4 times or something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, in total honesty, I was expecting me and Anya's job to be the one that goes as awry.
Oh, no.
Right.
Oh,
Lysander
no.
talked this out. We knew
Yeah, we
were
expected
about to
this.
battle. We didn't plan for this to go good. That's why I immediately knew what
Yep.
to do.
Yep. The
That's
first
it.
thing we discussed was our escape strategy.
Yeah.
Which the
If you
whole
had just-
speed doubling, and that means I'm 40 now. They can't touch us.
Yeah.
They
If
can't
you had
touch us.
disengaged, it would have gone. You would have gotten being able
I
to
don't know.
swap.
I don't know how to do that.
It's literally an action, just disengage, and you get away with any op attacks.
Oh shit! I know that's what really got us was that the spell fucking worked. We'd frozen everyone.
I was trying to tell you to use deception and be like, oh, I left the oven on as you run past the guards and like roll deception so that they're like, oh, that sucks, rather than
But
like,
there was no need. There was no need. It was only the guard in front who saw him cast the spell and the dog who were suspicious. Everyone else we could have just run past.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, where the hell am I leading to?
Well, contact Gwen with the tooth and be like, where the fuck, what's our rally point? Where are
Here's
we
the
going?
thing. It's only there's no thing that says you can speak back through the tooth.
Oh, well, didn't Gwen contact us?
Yeah, you did hear.
I'm gonna get to that because the thing is that so I have to run these as time is going, right? So I have to track it as there. So for reference, yours was at the end of your one, like, so okay. When Gwen tried to contact Lysander and Vesper, it was at the end before I cut away from them. So that's around the time that they're gonna get the message from you, Gwen. Okay. That makes sense?
Sure, yeah. Also, did you get the cans?
Yeah. Otherwise, why would I be back?
Nick, you sound out of breath.
Vesper grabs Lysander's arm and says, I know where we're going.
All right, well, then lead the way.
All right. So with that, though, whatchamacallit? So Vesper, that's your turn, correct?
Yep.
Go ahead and end it. Lysander, what do you do?
Oh, him.
I still had a little more.
I'm gonna run. Run. Like dash.
So for future reference, everybody, if I say, is that all? And if you say yes, I'm going to take it that way.
He told us not to leave the map.
No, right, but that's why I was saying, is that all for your turn? So if you had an action that you wanted to do or something like that, that's your time to say, hey, I want to do this. Just no, I'm just saying, don't physically move your token.
Well, my actions and bonus action was used. I'm just saying I had more movement to actually run with Lysander.
Yeah, well, only action. Use your only bonus action. Use your action to pummel the two pups.
Yeah. Poor puppers.
Oh,
Fucking pup clubbing. But so you're so wait, you're dashing without Lysander, or you're trying to drag Lysander with you? Vesper.
Might as well try to drag him.
Yeah, drag me.
Okay, that's gonna be athletics.
Fuck.
You can do it.
It's okay. I rolled a nat 20 against Anya last session. I can do that.
It's true.
Got that?
Oh!
Nope.
Too much strength used for pub clubbing. All right, but you run and just going pretty much. And Lysander, is your turn now. What would you like to do?
I would also like to dash.
Okay. So you're dashing after to catch up with Vesper. Do you have any spells that you would want to cast or no?
At this point, if I can reach, I can do a dash then, right? Like if I use
it's an action. It's an action to dash.
Only bonus stuff. In which case, no, I'm good.
Okay. In that case, you're absconding from it, and we're leaving this map. And this is about the point where you hear in your head, Vesper, creepy Gwendolyn stuff, or something like that.
Oh, Vesper can thank us, thank God, since this went such shit.
Yeah, this bargain has been struck. Lady Walker seeks the death of Ezek Strathani for the good of Valaki.
Should have casted the fireball. I'm joking.
I was about to say, you ready to kill a lot of other citizens. All right, moving over.
Cast a spell, Harry Potter.
Oh, stop.
That's a lot of cum, Harry Potter.
I hate you all. Okay, we're moving over to the other one now. You freaking ingrates. Claw bite on Arthadane. Neither hit. Nicholas. Okay. Missed. Oh wait, no, actually both are hit. And that is a killed zombie.
Woo!
There.
Hey Belagor, you wouldn't happen to have another one of those like sort of radiant ball thingies, would you?
As it happens, I do.
Actually, I think the DM is suggesting that didn't you use one before and you only have 2 uses of it?
Oh yeah.
I mean, from a completely source that I don't know.
Much knowledge.
I mean, oh no, they're zombies!
Oh, that's weird. It doesn't automatically subtract from my resource.
Huh. Alright, yeah, just for future reference, go ahead and you'll have to do it on your own.
So set that to 0.
Correct, since you used it twice. Arthadane is up. He's going to strike twice his longsword at the vampire spawn. 1, 2. Both of them with 2d4 to it, and he strikes down the vampire spawn.
Nice.
And this was the Milavoji one.
Oh god.
Again.
This one's going to attack Andric. Misses.
No, it's not.
Andric says, I'm kind of in agreement, Belagor. If you could do it again, I would have loved it, but, you know, always gotta have only a one-shot wonder. And he goes 2 attacks on the vampire. Unfortunately, both miss. Oh. I shouldn't have talked shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is my turn, isn't it? Okay. As an action, I forgot I could do this, so I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the vampire spawn.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, passes.
Well, damn. Is anybody hurt?
Only Arthadane a bit. Your thing kind of that, and they haven't been hitting too well, so everybody's good so far.
Okay. I'm going to use my last first level spell spot and use a healing word on Arthadane.
Okay, Arthadane gets 4 and says, much obliged, Belagor.
Of course. And that is my turn.
Vampire spawn attacks Nicholas. 1 hits. Strahd zombie attacking Arthadane. That's an actual hit.
Oh no. Here goes healing.
This one is going to turn and attack Andric. Ooh, that hits. Also hits.
We had to make a joke and now they're hitting good.
Misses. Nicholas's turn again. I come to there and says, and so if you spend an action to do a prayer, Belagor, the ritual will be complete.
Sounds good to me.
This turn. Nicholas says, "Hey, Belagor, how much longer?" He says as he swings at the one in front of him. Oh, fuck! As he decapitates the zombie right in front of Arthadane.
Oh, snap.
Arthadane just
longer.
kind of blinks and he goes, "You know, for somebody so timid, that actually really surprised me that you're able to do that." Shut up! And he says, "Yeah, I don't know how if these things are gonna stay dead, Belagor." No, another zombie dead. Strahd zombie. Miss. Andric. Warhammer. Both hit. Zombie dead.
Woo.
Wow. Good job.
All right, Belagor, I want you to say what this prayer actually sounds like. I want you to actually say something. Like, give...
Belagor
and this
raises his... Sorry, go on.
I want you to roll me religion and then roll me a D100.
I don't know why it did 2.
Let me
I
see what...
specifically only clicked it once.
It's okay. First roll was a 16. 8 on religion. Go ahead and tell me what this prayer sounds like. Go for it.
Belagor raises his hands to the heavens and speaks out in a booming voice. Lathander, Morning Lord, bless these grounds and all about them. Bring your holy light on this accursed town.
Go ahead and hit the advantage on the religion. You see a massive ray of light come from the mixed mortar pedestal, and instantly, all the bodies of these zombies incinerate, along with the ones that are currently alive.
Oh,
With that, combat comes straight to an end.
you missed one.
Oh.
And all of the paladins kind of blink as they look around. And, that it?
I think that's it. Well done, everyone.
Did we just did we do I thought we just did we did it?
Hibbity-bibbity.
I'm kind of stunned. Ever since I got here, it's been awesome, Barovia, of us just not getting shit done, and this is the first time that something stuck.
Well, to be fair, it's the first time you've had me.
Oh, shut the fuck up,
Oh.
you fucking prick. And then, as you all speak and are laughing, you just hear,
Oh no.
Someone has a peg leg?
as a familiar figure slowly walks in.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Nicholas immediately backs up, and Andric steps in front of the entire group, pretty much.
No, Andrew, no.
Hendrik, don't be
And
stupid!
he's just going. I was surprised. Many different things this evening have been quite interesting. Oh, you look a little bit surprised, Belagor, to see me.
Not really. I expected you.
Oh, they do. And gestures at your three brothers. I assume more of the other one that we saw before, yes? The one you called Gabriel.
They haven't exactly had the pleasure yet, so I can excuse their surprise.
It's just a pleasure to meet you all. I am Strahd von Zarovich. And I'm the fucking boot that's gonna be rammed up your ass if you don't get out of my fucking face.
No, don't do it.
Don't worry, that temper will only last a little bit. Always be protective of your weakest link, he says as he conveniently walks by Nicholas. Well, it is a shame that Father Lucian was not the one able to bring the bones back and be able to redo the ritual. So I must commend you, Belagor. Well done. Arthur is just over there going, what the fuck is happening?
I'm getting the feeling that things would have played out better in your favor if we'd failed here, so... Not that I'm not grateful for the commendations, but aren't you even a little disappointed?
Not really. You see, all this is entertainment to me. All of you are just pawns, little ants in an observatory for me to look at. So sometimes you surprise me, and like, wow, not the exact ending I expected. So I'm actually joyous. It makes it more fun for me in the end, you see. But alas, ruling Barovia is something that I cannot ignore for long, so I bid you all adieu. I just felt that, well, accommodations were in order, yes?
Just silence.
I'll be seeing you all very soon. You hear all, both Arthur and Nicholas go, I'm not the weak link, am I? Not right now, Nicholas. What?
And you can see why I didn't engage him the last time I saw him.
I guess so. He threatened my lads. I don't like that.
I don't like it either, but you should have seen what he did to the toughest in our group. It was like swatting an ant.
This is troublesome.
Very.
Where to next? Where are we supposed to meet with your friends?
That's actually a good point. I don't think anybody told me. But there is a logical conclusion.
Well, what was the logical conclusion, Bede?
Wachtterhaus.
I thought we said the church.
Did we?
Everybody need a little bit of confirmation here.
Yeah, we were going to head to the church that way if we were followed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the plan was the church.
I
believe the plan is that they're going to rendezvous with us here.
All right. So with that, we're actually going to cut over to Anya and Gwendolyn. Question: Vesper is with Vesper and Gwendolyn actually. Gwendolyn, is someone able to respond back, or do they just hear from you? They just hear from you, though, right? Or no?
Yeah, it does not say anything about responding.
Then there's no respond.
I guess there's no responding. I can send messages again, though. So I'll just send another message that says, to the church, to unite with all friends.
And at this point, the whatchamacallit, the Nikolai Wachter says, things have kind of gone a bit for shit with your friends. I don't think that the Baron sees you as friendly anymore. He says to both Anya and Gwen.
Well, it's a very good thing we made that deal then.
What do you mean? What is going on right now?
Well, I just got heard from someone that apparently a very, very fast man with white hair and a flamboyant man that makes sparkly things happen are running through town being chased by Ezek and the guards.
Gwendolyn, that is not good.
We can probably see if we can try to intercept them, because I may have a means of distracting the guards and getting us a way to give us a break.
Right.
Maybe.
At this point, oh no, first you say, sorry.
Oh, she was just gonna look at Nikolai and Carl and just be like, is there any information as where they were last seen running from?
They run from town square. And at this point, Fiona would speak up and says, well, unfortunately, this leaves us with limited options, if you would allow me to weigh in, of course.
Feel free.
And she says, with your cover blown, staying in Vallaki at the moment is detrimental to you. Because anywhere that you hide, there's no way nobody's going to be able to see it. I know for a fact that you go to the Blue Water Inn, but if you go there, well, that implicates those that have the Blue Water Inn as well. Not to mention that it's a risk even having you here at this moment. So the wisest decision sounds like for you all to abscond from Vallaki for now, and I will find a way to sneak you in at another point in time. That is my own 2 cents. You can all do as you wish.
Right.
I can send a message to Vesper and tell him to leave town, abscond town. We'll find a way to get in touch. We will find a way to get in touch with Belagor.
But what if they get captured on the way? We should try to meet up with them and leave together, Gwen.
Then we should hurry and intercept.
I agree. Thank you for your time, Lady Wachter.
Yeah, we shan't keep you any longer. We need to hurry.
She nods her head and says, be safe.
We'll try.
And to you. And with that, Anya runs out the door.
Yeah, Gwendolyn follows suit.
All right, so you all get running and such towards it.
With Gwendolyn's, I roll perception to try and see if I can figure out where the crowds are like
From where you currently are, not at this point, but I need to know what was the plan of trying to meet up with Vesper and Lysander.
Try and intercept, figure out where they're going. Well, first off, should I send a message and tell them to like run to a certain spot?
Probably. That way we can at least try to meet them there. We don't know what direction they ran from the square.
Okay. I'm going to. Is there any like? I'm going to head to like a street corner with like a landmark or something. I'm gonna go. Is there like an alleyway or something by the street corner? Sorry.
An obscure alleyway that also has something that you'd be able to actually accurately say, "Hey, this is where I want you to meet." Not particularly.
Fuck.
Okay. What about where the circus performances were? Wasn't that on a different street than the main square?
Could possibly implicate the circus performers.
We don't have to go into that area, just in front of it.
Okay. Very well. And let's hurry there, and then we'll tell I start getting prepared once we get there. I'm gonna send a message again saying, meet before we see you, before the circus. We may have distraction, then we escape town.
Huh?
He's sending this message to Vesper.
Vesper and Lysander totally didn't understand the missive and are just running around panicking.
So Vesper, what do you understand from that, though?
I mean, I understand that he said to go to the circus grounds, but I also understand that we ran from the town center to the church, which is south, and the carnival.
You're not at the church yet.
No, we're heading towards that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Wouldn't the carnival grounds be the opposite direction, though?
The circus, it wouldn't be the opposite direction. It just, as opposed to going straight, you would go up, if that makes sense. So you would basically be going diagonally. So same direction of the church, but not entirely. Does that make sense?
Okay. And Lysander, you can dash, correct, for an action?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then double that. Okay, yeah, we'll go there.
Okay.
Yeah, and Gwendolyn is going to use a wild shape.
Mm-hmm.
To turn into an elk and pick up our Anya, and just mad dash towards the circus grounds.
Well, does Anya get picked up, or does Anya hop on?
Anya?
Either one. I think picked up would be kind of funny.
Okay. Yeah. So describe what it looks like getting picked up, Anya and Gwendolyn. Both of you go ahead and describe that.
Yeah, so Gwendolyn suddenly kneels down, toward she bows her head towards Anya, so her head is almost like knee height or as low as she can get. And then suddenly she just shifts into the elk form, and her head just sticks between her legs and she yanks her head up. She falls into onto Gwendolyn's back.
But in doing so, Anya is now facing the wrong direction. She's facing the rear. And as Gwendolyn starts running, you just hear go, oh, Gwendolyn, this is very different than running. Gwen, what is this?
Yeah. Also, does Anya's elk passive that doubles her movement speed taking effect?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
So you two can probably get there around the same time. So we're gonna cut perspectives. We're about to have both of you meet. So, so Vesper, Lysander, describe what it looks like with you two running as fast as you can through this town streets.
Vesper, not so fast! My legs can't keep up.
You fall, you die.
Are you dragging them by like the shirt or something like that, Vesper, as you're both running?
Yep, just come on. We've made it this far, just a little bit further.
Yeah. And as you're running, what's that, Lysander?
I'd love a smoothie just about now. Just 2 minutes, just a quick rest, Vesper. It's fine.
What I also want to point out is Vesper's moving Lysander's speed. So he's third of his overall speed, and so he's basically just having a good jog.
As you're both like speeding by, you notice outside of a shop is Blinksy, and he's saying like, "Oh yes, come to buy it." It's no fun. It's no.
Fuck you, Blinksy!
Oh, what did I do?
That's mean.
Fuck you, Blinksy.
Oh, what's your name? What's your name?
Lysander. Fuck you, Lysander.
That's what I was trying to do.
What's your name, Blinksy?
Oh,
Well, fuck you too, Blinksy.
Missed it, damn it. Alright, but
Pretty
as
much.
you're running by and going through, you're dodging in and out of corners. The thing is that every time you look through, though, you not only see guards, but also mobs of people who are driven just as insane as the Baron, holding pitchforks and torches.
Oh, shit.
And they're all converging from different directions and such. And all of them are chanting, "All will be well. All
no.
will be well."
Oh no.
Oh,
God,
no.
they're like brainwashed.
As they're all coming through the different parts of the city. And as you finally get to where the circus destination is, you notice that it's in shambles and pretty much destroyed. There's no circus people around at all. None of them. And like the actual tent itself has been basically destroyed. And just as you come around, that's when elk with Anya on it with facing the completely opposite direction pop into.
Oh, thank God.
Gwen, slow down. Oh, what?
I flop Glenn off and shift into my real form. We need to get to. We have to get out of here. We have to get out of town, but we need to tell Belgo.
Did you have to ship so
Yes.
abruptly? My tailbone hurts.
Sorry. Do we see the approaching crowd?
From all directions.
Oh,
Oh, we have a problem.
yeah.
And the group starts encircling you. Nobody is like getting close enough to like try to hit one of you or anything like
Before they
that.
start getting close enough, Gwendolyn is going to be casting Conjure Animals. And she's going to be summoning as many Bloodhawks as she can.
Okay.
And she's going to say, "Distract them all! Distract them!" No? Bad idea?
It's already done. Go ahead and cast.
Alright, I just casted it.
All right. So you start seeing a lot of them are being distracted. However, the sort of milky-eyed gaze that you're getting from a lot of them shows there's too many of them to be super effective, even with how many hawks you have out and about. And eventually, as they're coming through, you notice one of them gets smacked to the ground by Izek, slowly walking with guards flanking his sides. The Baron all the way in the back on his horse, basically saying what he's saying to all of them is saying that they are monsters, you see, people who wish to destroy what we have built, what we have brought to this city. They wish to make it no longer a place of wellness and happiness. They are the ones that are trying to trifle with you. They are servants of Strahd, he says as he points with his sword pointed in your direction. And they're all now surrounded your group. And just as this happens, we're going to cut away from you all.
Fuck.
You are standing there, Belagor, in the church.
Okay.
And you hear at one of the windows. Squaw!
Well, the windows are broken, so the raven can come in.
Yeah, no, it's squalling at you to come forward. Come talk to it.
Which window?
Oh no, you don't have to actually move your token. I'm just saying, do you approach the raven?
Yes.
Okay. Squaw! And it kind of and it drops a little note. Has a little feather seal on it too.
I'm going to break the seal and read the note.
And as you break the seal and read it, it seems to it says very, very boldly, your group needs to get out of the city as fast as possible. It says,
Oh, that's not good.
and it says, follow my instructions very clearly. Your paladin order can be chopped up as mercenary guards for me. You yourself have to leave with your group. You're all identified as enemies now. Your friends are surrounded. However, we believe that we have a solution for that. You have to trust me, Erwin.
All right, here's the deal, brothers. If anyone asks, you're mercenaries employed by the Blue Water Inn. You have no association with me whatsoever.
Wait, what? Belagor, what are you saying?
Well, apparently my friends have gone and gotten us declared enemies of the state.
That was fast!
Yeah, even for them.
Belagor, listen. It was hard trying to get us all together again. Brothers and brothers, it doesn't feel right separating again. And Nicholas says, yeah, just, us fighting off, getting the bones together, it's how it should be, right? Arthur Dane just kind of pinches his brow and he says, subject of circumstance. It's not going to be forever, but it's what we have to do for now.
I mean, if you want, you can come live in the wilds with us.
And then Nicholas kind of looks back to back, and Andric says, and I'm assuming you need the people at the Blue Water Inn, eh?
It would help to have eyes and ears there. And I just want to let you all know, this isn't permanent. We will be back. Trust me on that.
Andric kind of extends his hand, and he says, I'm not losing any more brothers. You're coming back, eh?
Aye. And he takes Andric's hand.
And it's that kind of like brother kind of hand thing, right?
Yeah.
Then get going. Then fuck, what a mess. As he looks around at all the dead bodies and ashes.
On the bright side, we won't have to consecrate or bury the bodies.
Aye, they did a good job of that on their own. He says as he puts his warhammer. All right, lads, let's hoof it over to the Blue Water Inn.
Belagor, without wasting any more time, sprints off in search of his other comrade.
Okay, so you're running, and as you run, you hear so let me go ahead and move you all off the map, because this is all going to be theater of the mind. Let me check something real quick. As you end up running through the streets, you hear a growling noise from one of the alleyways. Belagor.
I'm just gonna ignore it and keep running.
As you continue to run, a furry orange creature jumps in front of you. You actually have seen this creature before.
Have I?
It is a tiger. However, something peculiar about it. It's wearing a half plate.
Oh. It's also in Vallaki. It doesn't have a native tiger population.
And it stares at you, and it seems to stare in the other direction that is the exit gate of Vallaki.
All right, I guess I'm running to the gate then.
And it follows with you. At which point, we're going to cut to our other four adventurers. So, you do have a minute of actions if you want to do, because people are starting to circle around, and you hear the Baron say, "Be careful, though. You are innocent citizens trying to do the best for Vallaki. They may slay you. They may try to, but it does not matter, for we will make sure that they see justice."
I have nothing else. Forgive me, friends. I screwed up.
Maybe we shouldn't have killed the vampire spawn.
Well, the only way out's through, as they say. Unless
And
anyone has any
literally-
other better ideas.
The first, if Anya, if you, I don't think I've heard you real quick. Sorry, I cut you off.
That's okay. No, I got nothing. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Sorry.
It's okay.
All right. So, as they start slowly kind of getting closer and closer to your group, you start hearing people cry out in pain from deep within the crowd.
What is going on?
You hear that,
hear-
right?
You even see the Baron look over and go, "What the hell?" Isaac grips his axe a bit harder, and let's make sure that this is there. You hear a horse neighing. Go for it.
Who do we know who has a horse?
A lot of people have horses.
As you see this horse with a large cart literally driving through the mass of people.
Who do we know who is crazy and has a horse?
Nelda? She's in jail?
You see this carnival-like kind of decorated cart slam straight through the group of people. A giant thing saying on it, Rictavio's wagon. As it swings to the side, an old man, colorly dressed, looks over and says, "Now, if you want to live, get the hell on, now!"
Well, then you hesitate, just
jump on.
Last time she hesitated, she got left behind.
Anya hears the Van Helsing music and gets the fuck
Yeah.
on the cart.
I was gonna say this is from
Yep.
Van Helsing.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of my favorite songs.
It really is such a good movie.
Immediately, Isaac tries hurtling a ball of fire, but Rictavio casts Counterspell
Nice.
and immediately drives the cart forward.
Everybody
going through
hold
as many people
on!
as possible. And he just says, "If you have questions, we can answer it later. Now I need two of you who have long-range capabilities keeping people off of us now."
On it!
Right.
And I'm gonna move you all, and he also leans over, grips his hat, and takes it off, and the disguise pulls off, revealing who he is. And let me go ahead and pull him up. Let's see.
Is he gonna be under Velaki?
Probably. So, let me make sure, though.
I forgot who Rictavio was.
I think he's Van Richten!
Hold up.
Yeah.
As Van Richten is revealed.
Ooh.
Ah.
And I'm gonna be
Smash.
moved.
He can smash. He can smash.
So, here's the thing. As you're riding through the streets of the city, anybody who has long-range weapons, what are you trying to use to try to keep people off? Because there are some people on horses trying to chase.
Gwendolyn is using Produce Flame. Obviously, and then she's also going to be using Entangle when she can.
Okay, so choose one, because everybody gets one thing that they can do. So choose one. Do you want to do Produce Flame, or you want to do an Entangle?
And Entangle. Because it'll slow them down and catch some of them.
Okay, so that's what Gwendolyn is doing. Lysander, I heard you speaking.
Another hypnotic pattern. This time, not in the shape of a blazing sun, but a middle finger.
That's hilarious.
All right. So, Anya, do you have anything long range, or are you just waiting to see if anybody gets close? You're gonna swing your axe to basically cut someone.
If anyone gets close, she's gonna swing her axe, but she's gonna be innovative and she can only do this once. She's gonna rummage in her satchel frantically and just be like, Lysander, please forgive me and do not hold this against me, okay?
What?
She's gonna grab her last bottle of Red Dragon Crush and she's gonna launch it at the closest person on horseback.
That's and just who can say Anya music?
Yeah, cue Enya.
Who can say when the road comes?
Vesper.
Time.
Vesper, do you have anything long range you can do, or do you have more ball bearings?
Yeah, Vesper will move forward with his short bow.
Short bow. Okay.
He's
Give me
already killed 2 dog. What's a horse?
give me three attacks with your short bow, Vesper. Anya, give me an athletics roll. And the hypnotic spell pattern and the entangle have been now cast, so I have a bunch of wisdom and strength saves that I need to have made. Oh fuck! So here's the thing, right? The first horse that comes to his side, Anya smashes the bottle right over his head. He falls off the horse, and the horse trips over itself. You pop around the side, nailing each horse individually, causing it to trip up and fall down, causing the rider to get crushed under it. I have a ton of strength saves that I need to make, so that's going to be
With saves.
30.
And wisdom. Yeah.
Yeah, so that okay, in total that's going to be 61 d20s. So that's 30 for one, 30 for another.
Figured out my secret, y'all. I have to kill animals, not people.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Only 2 are able to make it through.
Nice.
Everybody else is being held at bay.
Oh my gosh.
So now they're within
Amazing.
axe wielding distance and or punchy distance.
Nice.
As you oh, sorry. Let me finish this real quick,
Go
then
ahead.
then it's going to be for you and Vesper. But so as this happens, right, you see a giant thing of thorns and entangling vines rip around, grabbing around horses and people, holding them down and bringing them in place. Those that aren't pulled down then do make it forward, find this giant middle finger and find themselves completely perplexed. The thing is that they're completely confused and they find themselves tripping over themselves because they weren't paying attention to where they were riding. That, and there was probably a gopher hole or 2. The 2 that make it by are actual guards.
Okay.
So that's actually 1 for Vesper, 1 for Anya. So go ahead and do the attacks that you want to do as they get close.
Vesper, you want to go first?
You have more than 1 attack. It's a full attack action, Vesper.
Okay.
So if you want to do action and bonus action,
Could be loose.
we lost Bella.
We lost Abe.
All right, go ahead and give me a sneak attack, Vesper. So describe what it looks like punching a horse and having it fall over.
Just draw back full speed and nail it right between the eyes.
All right, Anya, you see a horse riding beside. The guard has hatred in his eyes. The horse looks scared, though.
Anya's going to channel her inner Kylea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And hold on. She's going. I guess I have to do this as a ritual because I don't have any spells, right?
It's an active ability, so it's a one-time use.
Okay.
And then a prolonged rest, so you can just cast it.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
She's going to, like, speak with the horse. And she's just gonna say, you better turn around now and carry that rider somewhere else if you don't want to end up like your friend over there. Don't make me do this. And she, like, grips her axe.
Oh my god.
Gwendolyn pauses and just turns around and looks at Anya like, you can talk to animals?
Yes,
Roll
yes.
me intimidation at advantage.
Oh my god.
Shift click.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The horse goes loud and fucking clear as he fucking runs down an alleyway, a sign knocking the guard off as the gates swing ajar open. And at this point, Belagor, that's when you notice the gates themselves are pretty much abandoned. So the tiger basically gestures for you to open the door.
I'm glad I got back right as that happened.
Okay, so I'm assuming you open the gates, right?
Yes, yes.
At this point, you notice a bunch of people trying to chase after your party well behind, but this giant carnival cart dragging all of your party members atop of it.
Do we see Belagor?
I'm getting to that.
Right.
The wheels come to a screeching halt right in front of you and the tiger is literally just sitting there waiting patiently.
Well, I waste no time in climbing aboard.
And the tiger jumps into.
Oh, thank God, Belagor.
How did you all manage to fuck this up so quickly?
Don't look at us. It wasn't our team.
We can do that once we are safe. You hear Van Richten yell as the
What
force
the
goes
fuck
forward.
is this?
This is Van Richten!
We don't know that.
Oh,
This is the Gwendolyn assuming it's Van Richten.
And the horse drags you all forward. The tiger is just kind of sitting there very, very chill, and it lets out a little bit of a growl as it looks at the direction of Velaki. And at which point, it takes a while, but you finally get out of range of Velaki. I am going to gesture the direction that you are all on. Let me go to the Velaki map.
yeah, I don't know if you saw Zach, but right as like you guys peeled off with Van Richten, my internet crapped out.
Oh, actually, no, not Velaki map. My bad. It would be the Barovia map. So you would all stop around the crossroads. At which point, the cart comes to a screeching halt near an area which looks like an outcropping. And he says, right, we make camp and then we can start talking. Does that sound at least a little bit reasonable to you all?
Fair.
He looks over at the tiger and he says, Misha, come. And
Good, thank you, Misha, for saving Belagor.
And it looks in y'all's direction and kind of just sniffs you and then just kind of walks away. And do you all help set up camp or do you just let him
Yes,
do it?
I help.
Anya helps.
Yeah, Gwendolyn's gonna
I'll set
help.
her levitate stuff.
Yeah, Gwendolyn's gonna help cook dinner if possible.
Okay. At this point, Van Richten walks over to his cart, pulls out a couple of different pouches. Who's coffee drinkers? Who's tea drinkers?
Definitely coffee.
Tea for me.
Looks at the other two, haven't said anything.
Do you have something stronger?
Vesper pulls out his bottle of wine that he's been saving.
Oh, thank God, Vesper.
I didn't say I was sharing.
Ah,
Oh, come on, man. After all we've been through.
I think everyone deserves a little bit.
Yay.
Anya can have my share.
oh, bless you, Gwendolyn.
As it just so happens, I still have a bottle of the Red Dragon Crush myself.
Oh, you've been
was a
holding out
party.
on us?
I've been saving it for a special occasion.
Me
Being
too.
branded enemies of the state and surviving seems like a special occasion to me.
I will insist, however, I will require you all mostly sober, if you don't mind, at least until we're ready to retire for the evening. Does that sound reasonable to you all?
Definitely.
How would everyone like the chicken?
At this point, Van Richten is already passing out those who want coffee or those who want tea, and he sits and he's walking with a cane, mind you.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
Before you go much further, I have a question. Is the chase music supposed to still be going?
No. Is it still going?
It is still going.
You'll have to reload your page because I stopped it.
Yeah, I don't hear it.
Yeah, that's on you, man.
Okay.
So no worries. You can reload your page fine. We're just going to keep
Yeah, I'm
going.
reloading it right now.
I don't know
So-
how you're complaining about it though. That music's awesome.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Um,
I just didn't know if it was supposed to be going like that.
yeah, no worries. Like, yes, intense tea making.
We're
No,
intensely drinking coffee.
and he passes everything out as people, requested, and he sits down. He takes a sip and just goes. His tiger basically leans over and lays down next to him, and he scratches its head. Now, I've had my eye on you all for a while now. Though, it appears that I'm in a circumstance where I need to be a lot more direct.
I mean, fine, if you insist, Anyaville joins the circus.
He blinks and he says, "You don't actually." He looks over at everybody else, kind of like, "Pourquoi?"
It's just like this. You get used to it.
I am right in assuming you are Van Richten, yes?
No, I'm just some random circus goer that has experience in killing people, monsters, and happens to have a heavily armored tiger.
Where do I get that job?
I'm sorry for trying to be clear, for clarity.
But yes, I am, and my cover is now blown.
So wait, you're telling us that you had eyes on us this whole time, and Esmeralda, who's desperately looking for you, and now maybe a captive in Strahd's castle.
Yes.
Ah.
More of the watch and see what happens type, are ya?
I won't explain now why that is the case. However, I made instructions specifically for her to leave Barovia. Obviously, she did not listen.
He wants to kill Strahd.
So does everybody in the Mother, but she is not ready. No matter how strong she believes she is.
How does one become ready to kill Strahd?
How does one get a tiger?
In order of questions that were asked, lots of preparation is required. That other option, I have a permit.
Wait, you do?
Yes. He pulls out a little tiny piece of paper. It says license to own tiger.
Look over. Does he even have the seal of Victor? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I've been around. But now let's cut to the chase. It appears that you are no longer friends of the Baron and Vallaki as a whole at this point in time. However, you still have friends. Considering I got a message such as this, he says as he holds up a piece of paper with a marking on it with a feather.
Oh, thank God, Erwin. He saved the
Not
day.
Erwin.
Oh, he loved that
White
man.
feather.
What?
The other feather.
What other feather?
What?
I'm
You know,
also
that,
Confused.
that white feather chap
No,
at
still
Strahd's
confused.
castle.
Oh no!
Oh. No, this is Owen Mordakov.
It is Erwin Mordakov. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no. That was a code name. Is the thing.
Oh, right. Okay.
Like a code of phrase, if you will.
Got it.
The order of the feather, or no, keepers of the feather. There we go.
Order of the feather.
Keepers of the feather is what the Mardikov's information broker group is essentially
Yes.
called.
Yes.
Whatchamacallit. So that was there, and he says he had suspicions of me. Well, not me in particular, because he sent it to the wrong person. He sent it to Davidson.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Davidson is none the wiser, do not worry.
happened to you and the rest of the church, the sects, by the way?
They were driven off. They were tired of performing at pretty much no expense to keep the merriment going. And that's why it looked so happy when you first initially came to Vlaki. All of them are now imprisoned.
What?
Imprisoned or dead. Depends on if they resisted.
You plot twist.
Can I ask a question?
I have a feeling I'm going to be answering a lot of them, so yes.
If they are all imprisoned and they separate the men and the females in different prisons, where does the bearded lady go?
With the ladies. With the ladies.
Okay.
She just has a beard, that's it.
Yes. Is she her pronouns or she her?
It's just a woman with a beard.
Okay.
And as he leans back, he says, "Now, I think you already know the reason that I even stuck my neck out for you in the first place. I want Esmeralda out."
Ah, yes, that. Well, I have some good news on that front.
Which is?
I have a strong feeling that if we were to go and attempt to rescue her, Strahd himself would not intervene. He seems to prefer acting through intermediaries. It's more fun for him to see us overcome challenges.
There's an issue with that. Where specifically has Strahd told you that he does not want anyone to go? The Undercroft portion of his castle. Obviously, you didn't end up finding out more because you did not stay the evening. I assume that he offered you something you declined.
Yes.
Regrettably.
Exactly. He doesn't want anybody snooping around the underportions because that's where some of his more nefarious and or direct oddities are. This also includes the lower dungeons. So he would take issue if you were to go in there. What you need is something to keep him occupied.
Well, like you.
I'll put it to you this way. He doesn't want to kill you because you're not a threat to him. He's been trying to kill me for 5 years.
And you're still alive?
I'm talking to you right now, aren't I?
You could be a ghost. She quickly reaches out and touches. She reaches out and touches Van Richten. Just to be clear.
We all know what dump stat you picked, he says as he drinks his tea.
Yeah, my dump stat is strength, actually.
It doesn't show.
So, if he's been trying to kill you for 5 years unsuccessfully, does he not know what you look like, or are you just a master of disguise?
Of note, his face looked completely different when he had the disguise on. Nothing like how his face looks here.
Got it.
Like everything was completely different until the hat came off. And he says, "And it's with this neat little trick," he says as he's twirling around the hat. "I'm Rictavio." As he announces that, he puts the hat on and the circus performer look, as well as like completely different facial structure. And he pops the hat off and he says, he pops it off, goes back. "I'm a Vistani swashbuckler." And he puts it back on, turns into exactly that. Completely different look. Entirely.
Oh, so it's like this, and Gwendolyn snaps her fingers and casts disguise self and makes herself look like Van Richten.
Yes, exactly. But I'm more handsome than that, he says as he takes off the hat.
Gwendolyn takes off her shawl and reveals her true form.
But regardless, I believe that you require me in order to get her out, and I want her out as well.
As do we.
However,
A few people out.
go for it. Indeed. Now, whoever and whatever you want out of the castle is none of my concern. I could care less. All I care about is getting Esmeralda out of there. And hopefully out of Barovia as well.
Yeah,
I do fear one thing.
What?
Strahd?
I fear that if we leave the Baron in charge of Vallaki for much longer, there won't be a Vallaki to come back to.
Well, we have a solution to that, which we finalized before some party made us enemies of the state.
Honestly, we just showed up.
Really?
Did you say anything at all?
Nothing provocative.
We tried to explain why you three weren't with us.
What
Exactly.
did you say?
That you were following a lead to all of his troubles.
You don't have a very convincing face, Vespa.
Well, that's what we said, Gwen.
What
Tell that to your
else
horns.
did you say? That could not have been it. He wanted your head on spikes. You had a whole city mob following you.
He tried to have us arrested, so he ran.
Why did you say that one made him arrested?
Well, we said that we had all been attacked by rebels because we didn't want to say vampires spawn. And then we said we got a lead off one of the rebels about a possible coup. And then he lost his shite.
I have to go and eat real quick, so I'm gonna sneeze apparently. Eat real quick, then I'm gonna come back. But so in this time, party members, feel free to talk amongst yourselves and kind of just in character get everybody back up to speed and kind of on the same page. So I'll be right back.
Well, regardless, he didn't like what you said, apparently.
Of course
No, it wasn't.
not.
He took it as a slight that we weren't all there.
Indeed.
I don't think that's why he was mad. You just told him you had knowledge of a coup and you're coming to him and you know this stuff, so you've been working with
As
someone
opposed
else.
to what? As opposed to what? We were just supposed to say, oh, we were attacked by vampires spawn in the Church of
No.
St.
That's
Andrew.
exactly what you should have said.
Yes, in front of
way.
all of the townspeople.
Well, obviously not in front of all the townspeople. You can lower your voice.
You, Bellicor?
It doesn't matter because he would have turned the town against the church then. The
There
man
was
is out
nobody
of
in the
line.
church.
There's
respectfully.
nobody left of the church to turn against.
It doesn't matter. You were doing your little ritual and we didn't want to draw attention to the church.
Speaking of which, how did that ritual go?
Well, if it actually went very well.
Well, some good news.
Yeah, where are your friends? Are you? Where's your? They got the
If
message. right?
anybody asks, they're mercenaries employed at the Blue Water Inn by the Marthikov brothers.
Oh,
And they have no knowledge of me whatsoever.
wait, Martikal brothers. Wouldn't have a brother?
Family. Sorry,
Okay.
bad choice of words.
I know your brothers, so. Regardless, the Lady Walker might be seeking a means to sneak us back in. She wants us to kill the Baron's
Right hand.
right hand,
And in fact-
Evik Strazani.
Oh, that
Well-
loser. The one with the one brain cell.
Well, I don't have a problem with that, and in fact, if I can get my hands on him, I'll wring the Baron's scrawny little neck while I'm at it.
That would be nice, but unfortunately, if you haven't noticed, the Evik has one big hand that is very good for wringing necks, and
He-
it is not in our favor.
And apparently, according to the lady, Watchta, he also can conjure and use fire magics with that demonic hand.
I saw that. Well, he
Indeed.
almost did it, but
And he is apparently the most talented fighter in all of Villaki.
I froze him once and I can do it again.
Perhaps.
That's the part of our story that you miss. The part where we made it out alive. Now, isn't that true, Vesper?
Indeed.
I mean, yes, it's a bonus. We're very happy you're all alive, for sure.
Yes, Bill. Thank you.
As pissed off as I am, I got to confess that things would be a mite more boring without all of you.
We do bring the drama.
You bring something,
Well,
certainly.
you certainly bring drama, that's for sure.
With
And
drama
the whole
and
village.
yes,
I, for
and
one, would have liked to seen how any of you other ones would have handled it.
I would not
know what?
have told them that you knew about a coup. I would have said there is obviously some unrest going on by the looks on everybody's faces.
we had to
Just
give him
said-
something somewhat convincing.
I would have just said that you
Like our
felt.
friends decided not to come.
I would have just said you had stage fright.
The man
Or
was
you could have just told that myself, Anya, and Gwendolyn were doing a ritual with the saint's bones that we found to protect the town. He would have ate that up.
Too risky.
The man was speaking through gritted teeth as soon as he saw that it was only us. Nothing we said would have changed his mind. He was pissed.
At that
He's
point,
pro-
we were just doing damage control.
He's probably more pissed now that his dogs are dead, but that's on him.
It's
Right.
Hold on. Hold on.
You did
What?
kill the dogs.
You killed his dogs?
You
He
killed
did.
the fucking dogs?
He chopped the shit out of them.
I punched them.
And they died?
They weren't very sturdy. He probably malnourished them too.
Spare.
God. Veligor's just looking at Vesper at this point like he's some sort of horrible monster.
Yeah.
They were trying to make a meal out of my ass. What do you expect me to do?
Yes, don't look at him like that.
I'm
Those
less
dogs were assholes.
I'm
Gwendolyn?
less concerned that you killed the dogs and more concerned with how you killed the dogs. What are you made of?
Pure unadulterated rage.
Obviously, let's piss off the Baron. Okay, let's run away. Okay, let's piss him off even more. Whoopsie daisy, here we are.
Yeah. Gwendolyn still looks kind of like heartbroken, like, but not the dogs.
Vesper's just gonna pick some dog hair off his knuckles. Here you go.
Gwendolyn takes the dog hair and just clutches it tightly, like,
Just add it to your other locks of hair.
okay. She puts it in the hair pouch. She has a pouch right now.
Gross.
Vesper's gonna pull the tooth from his pocket. You want this back now?
No, I think you should keep it for a bit longer, just in case. When we rest, it'll probably turn to ash.
That'll work.
Ew.
Pop it back in his pocket.
Besides, it means I can send you secret messages without the others knowing.
Yes, and sound like a creepy demon in my head.
It's not that bad, is it?
No, it's not
Wait.
that bad.
Did you just call me creepy?
No, just the voice as it comes into my head.
That's my voice.
Huh.
Well, would you look at that sky?
I thought you were the only person who didn't call me creepy.
And here we go. This is probably about how that whole talk with the Baron went too, shoving foot in mouth.
No, there was none of that. We were quite smooth, I'll have you know.
I texted out.
Vesper's not gonna mention how Lysander's that y'all were just hired mercenaries.
Oh
Yeah,
my
let's
god.
not mention that.
Oh. 1 second, testing.
I can hear you.
Okay, that was good. Just my headset just made noise like some disconnect. I was like, oh. Regardless.
What do you guys think Zach's having for dinner?
Spaghetti.
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 Speaking of which, since Gwendolyn's cooking dinner, how does everybody want the chicken?
Preferably
please.
with no teeth
Yeah.
in it.
Yes,
I don't
and cooked. Definitely overcooked.
It will be cooked, and there will be no teeth in it. Chickens do not have teeth.
Vesper will offer up a little bit of wine to cook it in.
Thank you. But seriously, does anyone have any preferences?
You
besides-
only cook chicken one way. It's not like you order it medium rare.
Yeah,
I
I
can-
mean, as long
I can create herbs to cook it with.
I'll take the breast. It's the only time I like it.
savory herbs go best with chicken.
Okay, something savory, more savory herbs. Any other preferences? I could maybe cook theirs a little more, if someone would prefer.
Uh,
How many chickens do we have to cook?
I don't know. I'm just pretending we're having dinner, so...
yes, where'd we get the chicken?
Oh, Von Richten had it for dinner.
Oh.
It was already dead, don't worry.
Well, I hope we're not eating live chickens.
Oh, it's running away.
Does that have more wine?
I don't. Do I have wine? I do have wine. I still have a bottle. No, I don't.
Everybody's holding out on us.
No, actually, I don't have a bottle. I'm sorry. Give it to somebody else. I still have the direwolf remains.
Oh, God.
Just make sure you don't cook them.
Yeah.
I still have like bits of that horrible witch pie that we ate.
We are
Oh,
not
God.
eating
Oh,
that.
no, do you?
Yeah. But it's fine. I'm probably gonna use it to drug someone at some
I was
point.
gonna say drug Isaac or like
Yeah.
the Baron with that.
Seriously. I'll use telekinetic shove to toss some pie in his mouth.
Oh my
no.
God.
All right.
What was for dinner?
Tortellini and garlic bread.
It's probably not a pasta.
It is.
It's not spaghetti
Meat
at
sauce.
least. But yeah. Okay. So, whatchamacallit?
We were discussing dinner.
Gotcha. So, Van Richten is now there for anybody who might wish to ask a question.
So, how did you meet Misha?
Long story. Ended up. I often find myself seeking the company of animals. There's much more simple. That and loyal to a fault.
I think I really like you, Van Richten.
Indeed. He says as he just continues petting the head of the tiger. Also, it would be more like right here in terms of where the party is. So
That was a fancy bit of magic performed earlier. You are trained in the arcane arts. More than adept at the arcane arts.
He nods. He says, picked up a trick or two along the way. And keep in mind, he is definitely old. He looks decent for his age, but he's definitely old.
Care to share some of that wisdom? And like, Lysander pulls out his spellbook.
Not at this present time.
No.
Gwendolyn kind of like brings her hands up in like a square pattern and holds like the Van Richten's head in his like the frame. She goes, "The illusionist."
What?
This card is a powerful force of good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. A man is not what he seems. He comes here in a carnival wagon. Therein lies what you seek.
He kind of squints. This is protection, a holy symbol of great hope. Where did you hear that, is my question.
Some crazy lady in a tent read our fortunes one night.
Are you familiar with Madame Eva?
Madam Eva. She did a Soraka deck reading for you.
Yes, and she said we were fated to kill Strahd.
He squints his eyes and says, "The Madam Eva."
Of the Vistani.
Everybody hang tight.
Esmeralda confirmed our readings.
She is very rarely wrong. Wait here for a moment. And he stands up, and Misha kind of like, kind of like perks up and says, "Not now." Oh, he kind of leads his head down. See, do you know why Strahd wants me dead? As he says, as he's rummaging through a lot of his different things and such.
As you hunt monsters, and he is one.
Don't
that
tell
were
me
the-
you're brothers.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, thank God, that would have been so cliche.
Yes, no, that would be just lazy story writing, and I'm not part of that.
Oh, shade.
And he says as he kind of like steps over and he grabs an item that I am going to have in misc notes. At least, or should I have it in misc notes? Is it gonna? Yes. Let me go.
Put it in the misc notes.
Okay, so this folder is gonna be labeled card reading. And let me go ahead and grab the image real quick. You'll have access in a moment, sorry.
Well, let's try and lean over, get a peek at what it is before we're ready.
Well, you're not gonna have to peek.
Oh, I know, but she's like when he's still trying to get it, she's trying to peek.
Okay. So he steps over and pulls out an interesting looking medallion. You should see a question mark in there in the folder. Misnotes card reading.
I still don't see it.
Oh, I see it.
I might have to refresh.
I see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh. That's the second time I've had to do that tonight. Weird.
Weird. It's a medallion?
And
It's not-
Yeah, I still got nothing.
That
Oh, there.
were you looking at the wrong thing?
Yeah.
He says, "This is something that I acquired in my travels in Barovia itself. You see, it is the holy symbol of Ravenkind." And he says, "This amulet is essentially a ancient artifact of sorts. It was predating the time that Strahd took over Barovia. It was given to some of the first paladins of Barovia when it was first settled. Giant Raven of divine, or a divine servant of the gods. It's one of those ancient histories that there's many different renditions, but it existed for sure. The paladin who wielded this magic item used it to rid the land of vampires until he died. I took this from his private stash in Castle Ravenloft. This is the item that you seek."
So you've been inside the castle?
Correct.
Hmm.
And at this point, he is going to look around at all of you. Stepping just slowly, almost like as if he's just sort of inspecting each of you. I feel that this speaks out in a way to one of you in particular as he looks at Belagor. Hold out your hand.
He does so.
He rests in. He's like kind of like he's holding it by the chain itself, and he eases it into your palm. And he says, "If Madame Eva is the one that did indeed give you that card reading, then what she speaks is truth. Which also means that I should be obligated to give it to you. So here you are."
If I might ask, what does it do exactly?
And he says, Well, let us. I'm gonna say this actually. Actually, no. I was about to just read you the actual stat block, but I'm actually gonna do this in character. This essentially is an item that must bond to you. It also requires one. It is a. I assume you are a cleric, yes?
That's true, yeah.
Who also is of good moral character, yes?
I like to think so.
Then it can only bond with you. It is a symbol for the heart of Barovia itself. And it has 10 uses generally. At dawn, it has a chance to regain some of its uses. One of its uses is that you may utilize it to essentially invoke something within vampires, and vampires spawn within a certain distance. If they fail to resist its power, they are paralyzed for 1 minute. It can continue to try to resist until it is successful or until you kill it. Attacking it does not knock them out of this paralysis.
That sounds useful.
It also has an extra use of something that you already know and have. I assume you're quite familiar with the art of turn undead, yes?
Am I?
It requires several more charges. However, you have this ability as well. You are able to do so.
Incredibly useful.
And finally, it has perhaps the most valuable thing here. You can have it. Whatchamacallit? You can have it produce sunlight.
Sunlight.
Pure sunlight.
I like the sound of that.
I'm entrusting this to you, as Madam Eva seems to think that you all have a shot at being the ones to do it.
Has she ever been wrong before?
If she has, I haven't heard of it. However, it's Strahd.
All the same.
Nothing is certain.
Exactly, all the same. I think I'll avoid being overconfident just because a seer told me something will be so.
Still somewhat reassuring.
Yes.
And that means one of our cards has been fulfilled.
Are you going to add this to my inventory?
Yes, I will. This is going to be added to your inventory. And now you can knock one of the cards off the card reading having been fulfilled.
Yay!
Well,
And so the illusionist reveals himself.
yes.
About damn time.
Now, Taraka deck readings are done in pairs of 5. Yes?
Yes. It's Bishop, Enchanter, Illusionist, Mists, Horseman. I do remember what each card, how she described each card, if that would help. And Gwen, let's just take a moment and provide exposition for Van Richten.
I have heard of this sort of sunlight, but I know not what might be, nor what it means. Any gestures to the set of amber doors. However, I think I know where you might be able to find somebody that could be able to point you in the correct direction. It would be within one of the Vistani camps that is outside of Valaki. Unfortunately, on the other side of it, but nonetheless there. It's the one where the Dusk Elves are inhabited. Now, as for the Enchanter,
Ooh.
Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. I see. Well, the other woman practice marshes. Marsh. I don't know who it speaks of when it says the master of the marshes, because that could be anything from someone we know not of, or Babala Saga.
Babala what?
Who?
She is a hag that inhabits the bogs of Breeze.
Oh,
And
God, more hags.
Hold on, Vesper. Don't you have something to do there anyway?
Yes, I have to find the Wolf Hunter brothers.
The Crucian brothers.
Then we can kill two birds with one stone, it seems like.
If they're alive.
And let's see, now there's mists. Enemy creature status, brown mortality. This is in reference to Strahd himself. This is saying where you'll always be able to find him.
He haunts the tomb of the man he envied above all. Do you know who this man he refers to is?
Unfortunately, no. My ability to get to some of their deeper histories has been unsuccessful. Mostly because the times that I do delve deep enough, he's there.
Well, at least we know where he is when he's not. When we have the final face-off with him.
Not necessarily. Just a possibility of whatever that might mean. Now, a horseman. Conscious light, greatly against darkness. Dead man, noble birth, eternal life. This I have nothing for you.
You think he's referring to Argenvost?
Argenvost?
Argenvost.
The old paladin stronghold.
We went inside. There are revenants there, those who cannot pass on due to the...
There's a curse on the place.
Yep, not to mention a beacon of some sort.
He
Yes,
scratches his chin.
but this also says that there is a dead man being guarded by his widow. That
Is widow not a interchangeable term?
widow implies that they are the one left behind in life when their partner is dead. You can't have two dead people and then call them each widows. Can you?
Well,
And then
That's a good question.
then you hear Vanrican kind of sits back and scratches his chin. What if it's more metaphorical?
Right. But still about the gay couple.
I know not of the gay couple you speak of, but for reference, I stay away from there just because it's just an endless group of revenants.
Yeah, too late for that.
However, what if it's not the physical embodiment, but for what they used to be?
Well,
Presence?
whatever it is, if we succeed there,
Wait.
it could potentially empower all the paladins.
return life to... If it's metaphorical, return life to the dead man's corpse. You start analyze. Not only that, Sigridian was sort of almost standing guard over Vladimir.
This is your own endeavor, unfortunately. I don't know of them, so you'll need to get creative.
Well, we know we have some hints. We have to help them find peace by doing their tasks.
I will make one thing of note. Not sure if this is of any relevance, but the bones of Argenvost is in Castle Ravenloft too. Specifically, the skull.
Wait.
Hmm.
The bones of... You mean the dragon? The bones of the dragon?
He nods his head. He has it as a trophy.
He would.
We spoke with Argenvost. Well, sort of. He spoke to us. We didn't really say anything back.
How many of his bones would we need, I wonder?
To what? Resurrect a dragon?
And
Could happen.
he says, well, you'll have more luck trying to kill Strahd with a wooden stick than you will being able to do that. Dragons are beyond our abilities, you see.
I mean, we saw his spirit.
It's unfortunately out of our reach. Unless any of you have the ability to be able to resurrect things that are almost as powerful as deities. But I don't see any of you with that type of potential.
Oh, kidding.
So what happens now?
We sleep. Because I honestly don't think any of us are in a state to fight or do anything.
As much as I want to take the fight to the Baron, I think first we should rescue Esmeralda.
And that is where we come to the plan. However, we can wait for the morning if you wish. I already have one.
I don't know that I can sleep knowing there is something that you know that I don't know.
But how
There's
do
a
you
lot
know that
we
he
know-
knows that you don't know?
He just said so, Gwendolyn. He's got a plan. I don't know his plan. I'm curious. I cannot sleep. I'll be thinking about it all night, and anything I come up with is probably going to be either astronomically crazier than what he has in mind, or nothing.
You've fought alongside many old men before, haven't you?
Me?
Yes.
Yes, more than I care to say I have fought beside.
I can see it.
Hell.
But know that your tactics are still just as valid as mine. So if you have an idea, voice it. This is not something where I am now taking the reins. This is still your adventure. I want Esmeralda to be safe. That is all.
Vesper moves to speak, and honestly, if you lot don't mind, I almost got taken out by a dog, and some rest would be very much appreciated at this point.
Then in the morning, let's reconvene. Yes?
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Vesper, if I can't sleep tonight, you're the first person I'm waking up to stay up with me.
Anya, would you like me to make you a tea to help you sleep?
Is it going to kill me?
No, it'll just help you sleep.
Okay, then.
Okay, I'll go on to start preparing a tea for Anya. It'll be a little bitter, but it's very effective at helping sleep and keeping quiet dreams.
Alright, what kind of tea is it?
Just a regular herbal tea.
God, it's probably made from frogs and cockroaches.
No, it's all like herbs and whatnot, but it
With
does.
headlights in there.
It's like herbs that, if you could identify, you would think were poisonous.
Oh god.
They're not. They're not, but they look poisonous.
Gwen, are you sure this is ingestible?
Yes. I'll even take a sip if it'll help you feel better.
Okay, if I die, I'm coming back and haunting you exclusively.
Okay.
Anya would take a sip and make like a face. This is not poisonous. I don't think it will kill me, but it makes me wish I were dead.
Get some rest, and you'll feel better in the morning. You'll sleep well tonight. You have my word.
She like pinches her nose and just downs it.
Ugh.
Would any of the rest of you like a tea as well to help sleep?
You just see Anya in the background shaking her head like, no, don't do it, don't do it.
No, I think just trauma and sheer exhaustion is going to manage that.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with Lysander on this. I shouldn't have any trouble sleeping tonight at all.
Vespa?
I've had enough blood loss. I'll sleep good.
Okay. Van Richten, would you like any?
Oh, look, he's already asleep.
My mic was muted. I apologize.
Old people do that sometimes. They just kind of doze off.
He is old.
I'm fine, thank you.
All right. Gwendolyn just makes the rest for herself.
All right. So, everybody, do we want to? Do you guys want to wait until next game? Wait until RP Campfire, or have him say his plan and then have that be the discussion in RP Campfire? How do you want to do this?
Yeah, have him say his plan.
Yeah. Shouldn't take too long, right?
Nope. But it's up to you all.
Actually, you know what? Let's do it in RP Campfire so we have it in writing where we can go back and reference it.
I agree with that one because we tend to
Forget.
get blurry.
Mm-hmm. All right. In that case, this is where we're ending for tonight. Everybody go to a long rest.
All right. Thank you very much, our beautiful viewers, for watching. We have survived the nights, but who knows what? And we have achieved one of our Taraka cards, but we have made enemies in Vallaki, and Strahd will start seeing us more and more of a threat. Will we survive? Will we survive what is to come?
No.
The dawn is far, far ways away, but we hope to see you next time. Good night. Bye.
Bye, viewers.
The night is dark and full of terror.
Goodbye, viewers.
Bye.